Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and it is the second half of Buick weekend here on Shabby's Rides. I never thought I'd say I'd devote a whole weekend to the Buick mark, but here we are. And what do we got? We got a 2026 Buick Encore GX Sport Touring front wheel drive, brilliant red, the black leatherette interior with the blue stitching, which is all about the ST in the Buick lineup, LED lighting. So you let me know, if you're in the market for this subcompact crossover, do you go Encore GX? And if you do you go with the front wheel drive like this one, because that way you have to take a CVT for your transmission, or do you go all-wheel drive and move up to that 9-speed automatic transmission? You let me know as we go through this vehicle. So let's dig in. Front end of this Encore GX Sport Touring for 26 in the brilliant red. I love red with a black, so I'm sold on this color already, but you let me know what you think. Full spread of LED lighting up front, including the separate housings for your DRLs, turn signals, and headlights. And then we got some chrome, because we do have a Buick. We got chrome in and around that upper part of the grille, and then gloss black on the upper part of the grille, flat black down below with a flat black front lower bumper area, the Buick badge right on the hood, ST in black and silver right there on the front of the grille, functional side air curtains. As we come around to the wheel and tire setup, please excuse my shadow. All this condensation, well, we've been filming cars here all this morning. This is our third one, and that's just condensation off the AC unit since it's 90 degrees out today. So here we go, wheel and tire setup. We have a 19-inch gloss black aluminum alloy wheel, Buick badge on the center cap. Wheels are wrapped in Continental Pro Contact all-season tires, 245 on the width, a 45 series sidewall 19s, all four corners, front wheel drive. You can also get the Encore GX in 26 with the Sport Touring trim and all-wheel drive. Moving on out, there is the brilliant red. Looking good with the black wheels and gloss black around the wheel wells and the door sills. Moving in closer, we have the ST badge in black and silver right there on the bottom of the door. And then we're going to have gloss black side view mirror caps, no LED turn signals, but 360-degree view cameras. That's interesting. Color match with some chrome bling on the front and rear door handle, left side fuel filler cap. Up top, we have a color matched roof spoiler and then a black roof. Might have been nice to make all of this black. The old-fashioned antenna, not my favorite, gloss black on the roof rails with that nice large panoramic sunroof. And then over the back we go, the roof spoiler coming off the top, the wiper down below on the glass. And then in the back here, a full spread of LED lighting as well. The Buick badge right in the middle of the tailgate, Encore GX on the left, Buick spelled out underneath that. And then we're going to have gloss black rear bumper area with the exhaust tucked up underneath the rear of the vehicle. Under the hood of this 26 Encore GX Sport Touring, we have Buick's 1.3-liter turbocharged inline 3-cylinder engine mated to a CVT. If you went with all-wheel drive, you could get the 9-speed automatic transmission. 155 horsepower, 174 pound-feet of torque, MPGs, 29 in the city, 31 on the highway, 30 combined. The engine's minimum octane rating is 87. So you can run this on regular unleaded gas. Before we get into the interior, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much? Well, Sport Touring action brings some money, so here we go. Base price, 26 Encore GX Sport Touring, front wheel drive, $27,100. This vehicle's got a few options on it. We'll check those out when we go through the window sticker. Once we add those in, and a destination and delivery charge of $1,395 from Buick's Bopyeong, Korea assembly plant, we have a total vehicle MSRP from the factory of $33,465. And for those that are interested, there is no import fee attached to this vehicle. So let's check out the interior. Starting with the driver door panel, we'll move in closer and we're going to go black soft touch material across the top into the chrome door handle, soft touch all the way down into the armrest with the blue cross stitch. And that's the theme for the ST trim on all Buick models. Flat black on the switch gear. Down further, good sized door pocket. As we move in closer, We do have a large dead pedal brake and accelerator with the floor mats in the rear of the vehicle at this time. Power seat with lumbar for the driver, manual assist front passenger, black leatherette interior, blue piping, blue cross stitch, bolstering feels soft, perforation, some cross stitch on the headrest, ST embroidered into each front headrest, and the headrests feel soft. Front passenger door panel, same action as the driver, over up to the dash, soft touch, some silver trimmed black accents into the heat and air vent, then gray with some fake stitching, but it still tries to lift it up a bit. And down below, large glove box. Over and around we go. We're going to turn the fan speed down on this. It's so hot out here today, so you don't hear all that whooshing on the camera. So here we go. Same system as we just saw yesterday in the Invista Avenir. It is an 11-inch system, wireless CarPlay, Android Auto, no built-in nav. All maps and nav come through your phone. Here's where your settings are: camera, Wi-Fi hotspot. There's your Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. You can go to your settings. From here, your system settings, date, time, language, Wi-Fi hotspot, right? Vehicle to phone sharing, your vehicle settings, teen driver, collision detection, rear seat reminder, lighting, door locks, that sort of thing. And then you have your apps over here. OnStar to hook the vehicle up with your smartphone. So they got you set there. And then we can come back out. We can go back to our home base. And there you have it. Now, we have a home screen right here. Or excuse me, not a home screen. Screen for your maintenance. Right now we have our trip information up. You can go with accessory gauges up like this, or your maintenance information. So they got you set there. Brake pipe left, tire pressure. That's kind of nice. Here's the widget to pair your phone. Then you have your music up top, where you have your Sirius XM as well as HD AM and FM, Bluetooth music. So it's a simple system. Volume buttons right up here. And then we go to reverse. We have a 360-degree view, backup camera, nice and clear with trajectory, and a lot of other views down below. Really nice camera work here in a $33,500 vehicle. So let me know what you think about that action. Down further, 2 heat and air vents, 4-way hazards, push button start. Standard heat and air. I'd like to see climate control in here, even if it's only single zone, because the 33.5, I think we should have that. 3-stage heated seats for both front passengers. Oops, that's touchy. Down further, 12-volt USB-A, USB-C wireless charging pad. In behind there to the left, engine auto stop start on off. Then we have lane keep assist on or off, traction control on or off. Here is the gear shift with the gator to go through the simulated gears of this CVT. Electric brake, 2 cup holders. Our Buick key fob, here it is. Unlock, remote start, Buick emblem is locked, power button, nice and light. We come down here, we have more room for storage, and then, sorry for the sweat marks, but it's hot, fairly firm armrest. We can open that up, and we do have a smaller area here for storage. We can remove that, and we have a larger one underneath. The steering wheel, leatherette wheel, nice 10 and 2 notches with the light gray cross stitch, Buick badge on the horn button, flat bottom wheel to help you get in and out of this Encore GX, but it is a nice open and airy passenger cabin for a small subcompact crossover, but it's a nice steering wheel. I really like it. Flat black on the switchgear, adaptive cruise on the left, heated steering wheel on or off right here. On the right side, you have controls for digital dash, telephone voice commands, no paddles. On the left here, you're going to have your high beams, turn signals, adaptive high beams, and then on the right side, front and rear wiper. And then down over here on the left, brighten dim the dash, adjust your headlights. And then we do have a manual tilting and telescoping wheel. And then we have, again, the small digital dash like we saw in Invista. And we have the same controls, right? So you use this roller bar and you push it in. And that brings up gauge number 1. You can go to gauge 2. Oops, back to gauge 1. Very difficult to use. I would like to see the switch elsewhere than this roller bar. Gauge 2. There we go. Now I got it working, Mike. It's going to take some getting used to. Then you have your vehicle info, infotainment you can have up, or your clean view. There we go. It's a little bit of a delay, so you have to be patient with this system. And then we can go back up to gauge 1. And there you go. Not a lot of customization, but there's a little. Overhead console, if you want your dome lighting to come on off, you open and close the door. This button right here remains in the center. So when you open the door, lighting comes on, close the door, lighting will dim out, SOS button in case there's an emergency on the road, OnStar in case you need to talk to GM, and then you have the roof, right? So this is the shade. This switch will take this panoramic roof all the way back over the rear seat passengers, and then the left switch will open the glass. One touch open, wind buffer comes up, glass goes back, one touch back. And if you want to tilt it, it's just a tap up. Oops, I held it too long. There we go. Or down. And then that tap's kind of touchy. And then one touch back on the shade. So a nice panoramic roof in here for a small crossover. Don't normally see that. Framed rear view mirror, manual dimming function, sun visor with vanity and a light. Does it slide? Yes, it does. Getting in the back of this Encore GX, first the rear door panel where we're going to have hard black plastic and then more soft touch and then the blue cross stitch. So they just went with hard black plastic instead of soft touch on top, but the design is the same front to back. I have the seat set for my driving position, so let's hop on in. Right leg in, duck, twist, and duck pretty significantly with this sloping roof, and the seat sits fairly high up. So I have about an inch worth of headroom to the roof at 5'11" in the back, enough room for my shoulders, barely enough room for my knees. So it's fairly cramped in the back. I would say a little bit cramped in the back if you're a taller person. Then we have the leather out all the way down, seat pocket behind the driver and the front passenger. And then in the back here, we do have an area to store things, USB-A, USB-C, and then we have the same leatherette in the back with the blue cross stitch and the perforation, very soft, and then the center armrest, nice and soft, 2 cup holders. So overall, it is a little cramped if you're a taller person, but it isn't bad for a subcompact, let me just say that. Getting in the back of this Encore GX for $26,000, it's a manual tailgate in the ST trim. So you come to the back and right above the license plate, there's a button. You hit it and lift up. Rear seats up, 23.5 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of Encore GX. Here are the carpeted floor mats. Underneath here, we do have tools jack and a spare. So thank you, Buick, for the spare. We do have some cubbies on either side for storage, some lights, some tie downs, and if you need to drop the back row, pretty easy. Just hit the button, reach through, boom. Reach through, boom. A bit of a kick up, but with the rear seats down, you're looking at up to 50.2 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of this Encore GX ST. Window sticker time, here we go. 26 Encore GX Sport Touring front wheel drive. Brilliant red, ebony with Santorini blue accents. The engine, CVT, standard equipment, left to right. Now we get to the options, the Experience Buick package, the roof, the wheels, advanced technology package, comfort package, blacked out roof, the red and the tire. Oh, brother. Total vehicle MSRP $33,465. Fuel economy estimates. Government safety rating is not done yet. Made by Buick in Korea. Let's take this baby out for a spin. All right, we're out on the road in this 26 Encore GX Sport Touring action. And right off the bat, great visibility out of all the glass, easy to see out. Nice large side view mirrors for a small subcompact crossover. Blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist pre-collision. LED lighting up front and out back for safety. So a lot of nice safety tech, of course. Paying for that action, not a fan of all that kind of jazz. But Very roomy on the inside of this Encore GX. It looks very small from the outside, but on the inside, very roomy, open and airy passenger cabin. Seats, nice and poofy, feel nice and comfortable. They really do. The steering is light, but it's tight and it's right, and the car is flickable, just like a lot of other Korean builds that I've driven. And this is front wheel drive, which means you get CVT action. Not my favorite, but you can get the all-wheel drive and get the 9-speed auto, which is probably the way I would go with an Encore GX. Especially living here in the Northeast, the all-wheel drive probably come in handy, and I'd rather have the 9-speed automatic versus this CVT any day. And now we have the 1.3 turbo engine with 155 on the horsepower, 174 on the torque, and it feels all right, but it's a very light car. With the CVT, though, it's going to take longer to get up to speed because you've got the economical transmission for gas mileage efficiency. That's what really these CVTs are all about. So they're not really going to get you up and going like a mad dog. You really need a torque converted automatic for that kind of action. But it's really roomy in this little crossover. I know I said that, but I can't get over how roomy it is. And it handles really well. The suspension is well damped. It is very smooth on the road. You're going to get some wind noise, road noise, engine noise. It's a small subcompact. It is a Buick, so you're going to get some of that sound deadening material in here because it's a Buick, and Buick's a higher level. Remember, a Buick is one step below Cadillac in the GMC food chain. So it's going to have a nicer interior quality to it. It's going to be quieter because it is a Buick, and they got to bring it up to Buick standard, even though it's a small subcompact Korean build SUV. And frankly, Buick right now has 4 SUVs four SUVs: Envista, Encore GX, Envision, and Enclave, and that's all she wrote. And the only one built here in the United States is the Enclave. So I'd like to see Buick start bringing stuff back to America. They are the founding member of General Motors. I would like to see them build all their cars in America. I'd love to see another Buick car, like a Regal or something like that. I think that would be cool. But this little Encore GX really gets down the road. It's comfortable. It's quieter. It's got a lot of things going for it. It's good on gas, and if you want the automatic and the all-wheel drive, it's available to get. You just have to shell out some more money for it. But you let me know. $33,34 for this ST. Are you going in this direction or not? Let me know. Put it in the comments. We have a turning radius of 18 feet, a little over 18 feet, so not bad. But you let me know what you would do. Put it in the comments. But I do want to thank FC Kerbeck Buick GMC here in Palmyra, New Jersey, for allowing the channel access to this brand new 2026 Buick Encore GX Sport Touring for review today. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing and turn on that notification bell so you never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.